There we go. Alright. We're back. Back with reheated footages. Nice. GG footages. Discard a royal flush? What the fuck? I hate that. That is terrible. Well, I guess time to set that up and throw a run. Ugh. Let's go ahead and play a magic deck. For what it's worth, Steph, I am playing vanilla Balatro. Like, this is not modded. Saw that after having played a Royal Flush. Yeah, but, yeah, I've played a few Royal Flushes. But dang. Oh, interesting. I hadn't considered that they might have hint logic. I assume they just randomly picked one. It's not particularly strong. That's good. Balatro is a really nice, like, before bed game. Hi, Grub. That's true, we have our Grub for Grub Day. Again, for those that did not know, it is Grub Day today. I don't know how many events are left, but on the Hollow Knight Speed, what is it? Hollow Knight Community is the name of the channel. On Hollow Knight Community, there's a bunch of speed runs and events going on related to Grubs for Grub Day. Half Joker pretty good. Odd Todd seems a little gooder. No spades. Can we... There we go. Oh. We got a two pair. Two pair, not bad. Symphonia. I might go wishlisted on Steam. Every time I haven't looked at Symphonia at all, but every time I've heard someone say it, I just think of Tales of Symphonia. which I liked Tales of Symphonia a lot. It's one of the few like JRPG style games that I have ever enjoyed. I don't know if I first played Tales of Symphonia today, if I would enjoy it. I originally played it with a couple of friends. Like, Symphonia. Let's see. Wait, is this just Silk Song? Hold on. Wait. Is Symphonia secretly Silk Song? No. Would you consider an FRPG? What is F? Wait. Deadly, are you saying FRPG as in French RPG, and then you're gonna say Expedition 33? Deadly, are you trying to get me to play Expedition 33? My understanding of Expedition 33 is that it is it's a whatchamacallit, Persona-like. It's a Persona-like. That being said, I've watched a little bit of Expedition 33. It seems fine to watch. Much like I've watched some people play Persona. It seemed fine to watch. My interest in playing it is pretty little. Pretty small. Pretty mostly non-existent. Like, it's very pretty. There's like a quality. Yeah, there's JRPGs as like a whole have a quality that I just don't super click with. And I know, like, I don't know how to describe it, I guess. I don't know why I don't generally like it's a mixture of not just turn-based combat stuff, because there is turn-based combat stuff that I like, but when it gets into more like micromanaging and party managing and I don't know. And then the way the dialogue stuff works, like I don't know. I think I'll probably stick with it as a game I watch and probably not play. But yeah, Symphonia looks pretty cute. We have wish listed the Symphonia. I've only heard glowing things about basically everything about it. I've only seen about 30 seconds. Yeah, so our IRL friends that we go see every now and then, the last time when we went to go visit them a few weeks ago, they got it to start up the game while we were over there, and so we were watching, and it's like, it was enjoyable to watch, but it did just feel very movie-like. Like, I think the problem is I want to do like a different kind of movement than the kind of movement in the game. And then
into turn-based stuff anyway.
Yeah, and then like turn-based combat, like I don't know. It just usually doesn't feel good for me. Only one of each 6 and 7. Okay. Oh, we have 0 discards left. Okay, well, that explains that. It didn't look turn-based. It'll be fine. It will be fine. I think the difference is would also be Cogmind if there's like some big mystery. Like, I'm trying to think thoughts. I think what it is, I don't usually have interest in going out of my way to play turn-based games as opposed to other games. And then if there ends up being a whole bunch of, like, if there's a lot of party mechanic stuff, I get kind of burned out on the party mechanic aspect, and I prefer to kind of ignore it. So in the turn-based games that I've played, there has to be something else going on that's kind of hooking me. Now, I've said this before, like Pokemon games I'm fine with, but Pokemon games, the actual, like, turn-based RPG mechanic is very watered down. It's very simplistic, and that makes it fine with me. I tried playing Monster Sanctuary, which combines like a Metroidvania with like Pokemon, and in theory it seemed fine. My one issue I had with Monster Sanctuary is that it did want you to do a lot with the like party equipping stuff. Like, you were ideally giving your team various things and like feeding them and all this extra stuff that I was like, this is just a lot of extra. Oh my god, we have free polychrome splash. That's so good. That's so good. Did you ever tabletop D&D or MTG? Well, so MTG is in Magic the Gathering. I have played a lot of, a very much lot of Magic the Gathering. D&D, I've played a little bit of actual D&D. I have played a decent amount of other, like, tabletop roleplay games. Like, I played, we did a campaign with, Deadlands. If you've heard of Deadlands. Deadlands is pretty good. We did end up, later into the campaign, we did end up actually switching off of the official Deadlands, like, rule system. And we switched to, what is it called? The one with the dice. What do we,
I do not know.
I can't remember what it's called either. It has special dice. It has, like, patented dice, which is kind of really obnoxious. But, it has a really good system. So, it's a very story-driven system that we liked a lot. I know that we get something for buying blank enough times, so we're gonna buy blank. Next base edition shop has a free foil Joker. Yeah, but I kind of want to do like the money. Yeah, JR, deck builders is another genre that's... I don't love deck builders as a whole. I'm like really, really picky about them, and I still don't fully understand what elements of deck builders I do and don't like. We could level up Flush. We could level up Flush 3 times, which would be pretty good. But I'm also thinking, like, could take this Arcana pack and potentially have 3 of, like, a really good Arcana effect. Alright, time to have a bunch of clubs. Slowly going insane in your computer science class. 4K. Why are you going insane in? Is it just like what's being covered right now? I'm curious as to what's being covered in the class. They want high effort work with code comments, and then the only feedback is good work. Is it good work in like a perfect score? Like I would interpret good work with a perfect score to mean like, you know, there's nothing to criticize about it or anything. So I mean that seems like it would be fine. If the score wasn't considered perfect, then I would be more questioning it, because I'd be like, excuse me. Or it's perfect score with needs more code comments. Let's see. Oh, 10. Jack, queen. Yes, okay. So, we're gonna do the thing. We're gonna do the thing. We might lose, but that's okay. We'll lose. We'll win by losing. LMAO get converted. Use you. LMAO get converted. Because I'm just used to teachers giving more of a fuck. I see. Yeah, if your CS program is at all like mine, there's just too much. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, realistically, there's so much like stuff to look over. I imagine a big part of it is just boom, we did the thing. I imagine a big part of it is just like not wanting to spend a ton of time on each thing. Which may feel bad, like in your case, you're wanting feedback, but... I don't remember there being much feedback in my own, like, computer classes, like pretty much any of them, outside of if there was things wrong, pointing out why they're wrong, or if I wanted to check in, like, with a professor. So, like, I would a lot of times, check in with professors about things. Especially if I was unsure. Like, even if I got it right, if I wasn't really confident in how I came to that, I would usually chat with professors more. So, like, I don't know. If I didn't have anything wrong, I wouldn't actually expect feedback on my own, like, project, because I was like, okay, it's right. I know this already. But, if I did have it wrong, I would want feedback on why it wasn't right. And then if I got it right, but I was not sure if it was right, and then I got the response back it was right, and I still wasn't really feeling confident, I would probably go and talk to the professor and be like, hey, you know, I know I did this right, but I'm really struggling with this thing. Like, that came up when I took a class on PHP, and there was my PHP teacher was pretty great. One of our like later projects was to he played WoW, and he was like I like practical projects, so he was like, you know, last month or last year or whatever, he was like, I built a little program that's usable so that you can like get all the stats from raid sessions, and I realized this would make a great project. So it was a project to like build a little PHP website that would give raid stats for like a party's combat session, because you can like you can queue the Blizzard server to ask about like a session and stuff. It was a fascinating project, and taught, you know, like how to store information you get, because you get the information, but you can't ask the server for everything or you get rate limited. So you have to, like, you know, ask a server for information and then store that information and slowly ask it and save all of it, not just throw it away. Anyway, it was fun. But that was a project that I kind of went through it and I got a result that seemed like it was correct, but there was elements of it at the time that I struggled with, and I was just like, I need this better understood. Like, I clearly got it to work, but that was luck. That was just pure luck. I don't know why it worked. Probably just used to other programs or professors who were like, hey, I see you're understanding this concept. Yeah. I think you will see, so this might be just a difference in, like, computer science related stuff. A lot of computer science related people are probably not going to give filler responses, because that kind of mindset set of extra filler is not usually considered like good in like like when you're trying to program things that are efficient, right? You don't usually want extra stuff. This leads into a whole thing where there are a lot of people in the computer science world that are not very good at being like sociable with other people, because when people are being sociable with other people, you usually have a lot more like nuance and kind of, you know, conversational stuff. There's a lot of people in the computer science world that are very bad at being conversational. Could level up 4 of a kind. We could just save our money. I think we should just save our money. All diamonds are debuffed. Dang, that's okay. Oh no, we have so many diamonds. We can get rid of them. Aha. That was not a very high score. The kind of stereotypical antisocial computer nerd is unfortunately an archetype that, in my experience, definitely persisted in academic. Yeah, it is very much a thing. Like, not to say that all stereotypes exist for a reason, kind of thing, because there are tons of stereotypes that exist to put down a group and don't actually have real meaning, but then people perpetuate them, kind of thing. But this is like an unfortunate kind of reality of a lot of people in like computer science fields, especially more academic areas, where there is just a lot of people that are antisocial, and it's for a variety of reasons, but it definitely exists. Like, for a long time, I kind of wanted to see if I could somehow wind up in a job where I just, for a living, I wanted to basically be a middleman in between developers and like a business, like if people wanted to hire developers for things, I wanted to be a bridge to help developers communicate to non-developers about stuff. Because a lot of very good developers, like, it's not, again, not 100% true, but there are a lot of people who are very, very good at doing dev work and terrible at dealing with other humans. Like, absolutely terrible. And it's a shame, because they usually are well-meaning. They just, like, their skill set is not in social, like, etiquette. Like there's just so much, like, again, a lot of times it comes almost to like efficiency, like just a lot of things. Or I had one person that was in one of my classes that he was very good at like programming, but he kept getting bad grades because he refused to actually do what his projects were. Like the assignment would be to do something to demonstrate you know how to do it and how it works, right? That's what assignments are usually for. And he would do like something else that like didn't use the correct like language. Like if you were in a Java class, he wouldn't use Java to do something. And it's like, okay, your thing might do the task, and it might even do it better than the way the assignment was going to do it, but you didn't demonstrate that you know how to use Java, which is a Java class. Like constantly, he really struggled to understand that you have to do the thing you're being asked to do if that's what you're being asked to do, kind of thing. yeah, that just it's just a thing that comes up a lot. So, and it's not inherently negative, but yeah, there's just a lot of people in tech world that don't know how to work very well. There's also a lot of people in tech world that just really underestimate how much people outside of the tech world know about tech world. Although I've heard that's true of any like niche, like quote unquote niche like hobby, right? I think there's even an XKCD on that. The one about people in a hobby group, like if you're in like a focused group of some kind, the expectations of what people outside of that bubble know about it is always like
way higher.
Yeah, like
yes.
Yeah, I think there's an XKCD about that.
Yeah.
The equivalent would be like if you had Hollow Knight or something, or Balatro. We're playing Balatro. It'd be like, oh, I can't expect everyone to know about Balatro. They probably only know about the Jokers. Like, when the reality is, like, most people don't know anything about Balatro. They wouldn't know about the Jokers. Like, but that kind of thing happens in the tech world a lot. Though you found it excellent. It's a good comic. It is very good. I forget how good it is every time. And quartz, of course. Yeah. That happens so much. I have had so many people tell me that surely there is nobody in the world that doesn't know how to unzip a file. Let me tell you, I'm not going to say most people, that's probably an exaggeration. A lot of people, a probably surprising amount of people to most people, don't know how to unzip a file. They don't even know what a zip file is. Like, the idea of a zip file being different from a regular folder means nothing. This whole concept just means absolutely nothing to tons of people. So that's a thing that I see all the time. Like, I'm very active in like especially nowadays it's primarily just Hollow Knight modding tech support spaces, but that kind of stuff is so common. To the way Windows treats zip files. So yes and no. Like, JR, it's a constant battle, because it's a battle of people that are creating stuff are trying to help make it so that stuff is usable regardless of your knowledge level. But that's also leading to people not needing to learn how to do stuff. So, like, it's again a constant back and forth. Online learning. Oh, I missed some stuff. Hold on. Yeah, I do like what I am learning, but this being online, I think, has been really off-putting. Oh yeah. I would definitely struggle with purely online classes. Like, I've thought about it, but I know for myself, I benefit from learning in like a classroom environment. So purely online would be difficult for me. I've tried to self-teach some stuff, and I struggle with self-teaching a lot too, probably for the same thing. Like, I really benefit from a proper classroom environment. Online learning is a totally different thing, and generally think, irrespective of subject, people tend to prefer in-person or online, and doing a mix tends to not pan out well. Yeah. I consider the utility of not a manager, but like a correspondent, someone who is the one that makes sure everyone in the unit they belong to is taking care of themselves, and that communication is being facilitated successfully between all team members. Yeah, Eddie, exactly. Like, that's what I would love to do. I would love it. I always call it middleman. I think technically it would be like a project manager. But the problem is it feels weird to want to be like the projecty manager of something where you can't do the stuff as well. Like, I know, even if I got back into doing dev work regularly, I am not at that level. Like, even when I was at my like peak of doing like programming, I was not at a high level. I was at a like average level at best. And I enjoyed it, but like, but I could take like, I could communicate with people that are at a much, much higher level and understand what they were saying, and then explain to someone at like a lower level than me what they're saying in a way that usually they understand very well. Like, I think that is like the thing that I feel like I could do successfully in some sort of setting somewhere. Want to come work at my game company LLC? Absolutely. Eddie, I would work at... What would your game company be called? Would it have Eddie in the title? Like, or would it have Monim in the title? Gameanim? Are you gonna start Gameanim? Because Gameanim would be pretty bitchin'. The other day I tried to explain to someone how to zip span a file that was larger than the email would support. Yeah. It would absolutely have neither name. I see. Yeah, JR, when I was in one of my classes, I was in like a, it was a class that for some reason had a bunch of people that were not computer majors. So it was, I think it was on Visual Basic. I took a class on Visual Basic while I was in college, and there was like a lot of accounting majors in it or something like that that they did not know how to do a bunch of stuff. And so I ended up making a ton of tutorial resources that the teacher ended up keeping, because it was frustrating to me to listen to like people being very confused. Like it was in a thing, hey, to submit your assignment, you need to zip the file, zip the project up and submit it. And constantly people being very confused at this process. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to create a screenshot tutorial, and then it's a Word document that all of these people I know can open, and you can open it and follow along. And it was very successful. I made it literally like in class, while the teacher was slowly trying to explain to different people who were getting confused over it. And then she ended up putting it on the thing like the next class, and suddenly no issues. And There was a few of those over that semester that I made, because like something would come up that just wasn't actually complicated, very easy to show visually, and in like in a, here's page 1 which had step 1, page 2 with step 2 kind of thing. Got extra credit. I didn't get literal extra credit to my memory, but I also did not need any extra credit in that class. I did end up working for that department. I became a work study student when I was in college, and I ended up working for the computer science department. So I ended up making a lot of like random little resources while I was doing that, just because a lot of being the work study student was finding work to do. I did a lot of updating. I did a lot of like basic IT stuff that was like grunt work kind of thing. Like, it needs to be done by someone. I go do lots of various grunt work stuff. And then when there wasn't grunt work to do, I would usually just see if any of the professors like wanted something made, and then I would just make things. It was pretty fun. Most work that the same year that I was doing that, they were actually installing a new computer room that had servers installed, and I helped one of the professors was basically setting up the room, and I helped him with a lot of it. That was a lot of effort, but pretty fun. We have 3 hands left. Oh. I've considered lots of different names over the years. You could maybe one day join Minish and I's team. We started a team for game jams. It's Small Boy Studio. I love Small Boy Studio. It's such a good name. There's 1-8 left in the deck. There's a lot of clubs left in the deck. We could probably get some more clubs. Don't worry, it's not BOY, it's BOI. We would never be Small BOY Studio. That's terrible. Aha. What? No! Yeah, Minish also small, because Minish. Dwarf and Minish. The smallest. Doubles max money. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, we have to. I kind of would like more jokers. I feel like our deck is not very good. The least of spades. Decreased level of played poker hand. Wait! Oh, I don't know why I thought that was a 9. We have Splash! Splash over here being awesome. I forgot about it. Also, instead of that queen, we should have played that 10. It's okay. We really need a joker that gives us more molt. Also, we might just lose. Things are not actually looking particularly great for us. Mm-hmm. Oh, you're... Also, I thought... I've intentionally been doing even cards. We have Odd Todd, not Even Steven. We've made some questionable moves this run. Granted, I kind of thought the run was going to end when I discarded the Royal Flush, so I haven't maybe been giving it my full attention. Just read the words post-consensus social foam. I wanted to share that because my immediate thought was, what a wonderfully evocative collection of words that I don't immediately know how to make sense of. That is quite the collection of words, yeah. Rip. Alright. Copies the ability of the leftmost Joker. Yo. I kind of love this. This is like just drawn on the corner of a napkin. That's fantastic. You think this is inspired by an actual thing, like a lot of people do, you know, make notes, like I mean, I've done this. I think a lot of people that have like been hanging out with people at like a bar or restaurant will want to make a note about something to show a visual aid. And so they'll make a note on a napkin because a lot of people keep a pen or a pencil on them. And
If you're at a bar, they usually
yeah,
restaurant, they usually have
so
napkins.
so like I have done this exact same thing. I'm sure most people probably have, but this strikes me as something that probably actually happened, like showing stuff off like this to someone at a thing. I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I would think it is. Reminds me of Inscription. I could kind of see that. Maybe one day I'll stream playing post-game Inscription. I kind of want to give like post-game Inscription another shot. I like the original game so much. Also modded Inscription. Actually, that might be a thing. I've heard there's some very good modded Inscription. So maybe I'll try that. Alright. As much as I want to play more, I should go get ready for bed. AP Inscription. Is there Inscription for AP? There might be. I've never looked into it. I wonder how that would go. I would look into it. I don't know if I would enjoy AP Inscription. It would really depend. I would discard so many cards. We're probably... I think probably gonna go to Grubathon. Yeah, we're gonna go to Grubathon. So, again, the Hollow Knight community is doing Grub Day, which is a grub-themed marathon all day that is raising money for ACLU. So,
American Civil Liberties Union.
yeah. So pretty cool time. Right now it is a Salubra's Blessing Random Charm Order race, which is pretty fun time. And I'm sure it has been made grubbier. I don't know what all's been done to this run, but a lot of things will be like regular things, but have somehow been made grubbier. Thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow is Sunday. I might actually be playing Hollow Knight. There's a mod that is in testing that I was thinking about doing on stream this weekend. So tomorrow, I may do that after work. Alternatively, demos. Do demos start tomorrow? No, they start Monday. I don't know. We'll see. We'll be doing something. Have a wonderful evening. Take care.